something really spicy. What is the number one biggest mistake that you see when it comes to building a SaaS business that nobody ever talks about?
Wow, I mean, there's a whole lot of mistakes, and the single biggest one is waiting for your product to be completed. This is a cardinal sin. I mean, I met with a guy. It's about a year and a half ago at an event. I said, "Hey, bro, what are you building?" Because, well, I'm building this exchange, which is a centralized exchange and also a decentralized exchange and also a peer-to-peer exchange. I'm like, when are you launching? Because, maybe in about 6 months. I'm like, wow, I thought, wow, 6 months is a long time to launch something. Because for me, it's like 2 months is maximum. Like, build something that launches in 2 months. So then I said, like, how long have you been building for? It's been 3 years. And I was like, wow, you've been building for 3 years? Because, yeah, but the market keeps moving and we have to keep on building features and it takes us time to build. And I think it's not the way to look at things. Is you don't build as a startup. You are not the feature-rich company. You can't look at someone like Zoho and say, we're going to build all these features, or HubSpot and build all these features. Your job is to find the one thing that they are overlooking or neglecting and build that 1% and offer that as a standalone product. And even when you offer it as a standalone product, continue to cut the fat off it until you got something that can be built within a couple of months. Because what I find is, like, from day one, they'll say, well, we're going to build this SaaS and we're going to determine our pricing and we're going to, have all these features, and then we're going to integrate our payments and our Stripe and PayPal, and we're going to have don't do any of that. Don't even build the payments integration. Like don't do anything that doesn't need to be built for the customer to use it. That's it. Is can they use it? And that's all you need to think about, is forget about the payments, forget about every single thing. The payments is an afterthought. If you get popular, if you get busy, if you're getting clients signing up for you, you know what? 2 more weeks and you'll have payments. I just sat with a guy actually about 4 days ago, and he spent 1.5 years building the wireframe in Figma. The wireframe in Figma, 1.5 years. And I was like, my mind was like exploding. I was like, you need to figure out what's the problem you are solving and solve just the one problem. For example, he's like, oh, here's the like button, here's the comment button, here's the share button. I'm like, does any of these things stop your clients from using it? Like, no, it doesn't. So you have to be brutal. You're going to be so brutal when it comes to cutting off the fat. Because when you say, well, it's just a comment button. So I said to him, to you, it looks like just a comment button. For a developer, it's like, okay, I've got to now make sure that that comment button can be clicked, can be opened, has an input box, can be validated, can be pushed to the server, has the API available, has the database storage space available, has the filtering available, has the moderation available. You're just thinking it's a button. But you've added 2 more weeks to development work. And every time you add 1 more button, it's another 2 weeks. And this is the mistake they make. Like, well, this is necessary because somebody else have it. Like, screw everybody else. Like, really screw. Build the one simple need that your product has, because what you can do then is push it to the marketplace and get the feedback. Let people use it. Don't even put a price on it. Every single thing that you launch should start for free. And the reason why is because by adding pricing, the first thing you do is you add a barrier to entry. You tell people, well, you can't have this because you're going to have to pay this much. See everything you do as a marketing cost. Don't say, well, I have got to pay for the service and I've got to pay for staff. Yeah, this is great, you have to, but you have to give something of value to somebody. And if you try and charge them, the first thing you do is like, well, now there's this mental block in that person's mind. So, well, I'm not going to start using it because I might have to pay for it. Or, you know what, this price looks too high. Or, you know what, it looks too low and it looks scammy. Don't put a price to it. The world knows about freemium offers. Give it for free. Let them use it. Let them get addicted. Let them enjoy it at your expense. Let them screw you. Use it so it costs me my API credits for email or my API credits for my chat GPT or my... Let them use it. Let them use it. See it as your marketing cost. This is your acquisition cost. So don't put all these barriers and don't look for a perfect product. Launch fast, launch ugly, and launch to as many people as you possibly can. Your job is to find customers, not just build the perfect product. Building the perfect product is a continual process. It never ends. It never stops. So give something. And when you think that, you know what, this is the MVP, you're wrong. You can cut more of it up, and more and more and more, until you have to think, holy shit, this is so crap. I've got to keep on refining it. But you have to get it live on the web, because when you do, there's a few things that happens. Number one is you get indexed by Google, which is great. Like, I can at least get my site indexed, so I can at least start building some authority. Okay, now I can start sharing it, and people can tell me how bad it is, but at least in the back of their mind, they know that there's a product that solves this problem. And you have to realize this, it doesn't matter if solutions exist with this problem. Like, for example, let me give you a quick example. Remove.bg, background removal tool. Okay, everybody's got an illegal copy of Photoshop. Everyone can remove backgrounds on an image. But that's just one of 1,000 features in Photoshop. And how did remove.bg get acquired for a very large undisclosed sum by Canva? Because it just did one